climbing to new heights this week. Of course, we're in Northwest Arkansas, the beautiful Ozarks. So what better place to learn the fast-growing sport of rock climbing than here at the Ozark Climbing Gym in Springdale.
So I actually started out as someone who liked to hike and backpack. I bought a bunch of backpacking gear right before I started climbing. And so it's obviously a very physical activity, but you get into some situations where you have to make some decisions about whether or not you're going to keep going up or if now's the time to go down. And if you're going to keep going up, sometimes you just have to tell yourself, oh, I can't be afraid here. It's do or die. Let's go.
Basically, bouldering is climbing as high as you're comfortable with falling onto the ground. Because you don't have any protection, you're not using a rope or a harness, but you do have mats that you would put on the ground to fall onto. Basically, it's just a shorter section of rock that you would climb up with just your body. Basically, the tape marks routes, and the idea of climbing a route is just to follow a path up the wall. You stick with the same color, and the reason behind that is so that you can challenge yourself as hard as you want, you know.
My roommate, he's a climber, and we started mountain biking together. And then he was like, you should come climbing with me. There's just a little bit of everything.
It's a little difficult at first, but it's not too bad. Just learning how to, position your body and learning like all the different grasps and everything. Before I came, I told one of my friends I was going rock climbing. She's like, that sounds really awesome. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of nervous. Like, it's not no harnesses. I was like, I know there's pads like I can drop down from. It was awesome. Like, it's new, adventurous, athletic sport that not many people really do get a chance to do. Yeah, it was really fun.
These V's basically mark where you put your hands on the wall. To climb the route, you basically only touch the holds that have the same colored tape underneath it.
As you can see, a little practice instruction goes a long way, but you really take that next step when you go outside and do some real bouldering at places like here at Lincoln Lake. But I'm going to leave that up to the experts.
We do a ton of hiking into locations. I still get to spend a ton of time outside, in the woods, in nature, and seeing what Arkansas has to offer. That's kind of like where you get to certain spots with bouldering. Like you get, like once he's on top of that detached block up there, there's no down. No. You gotta be in the right mindset. We've got a ton of just natural rock, natural beauty out here. So not only is climbing just a wonderful thing to do, it's a great thing to do to get outside. And we have the luxury of just having an incredible amount of rock in the Northwest Arkansas area with just fantastic climbing on it.
Once it's more accessible, more people are going to do it. Once the knowledge is out there, people are going to want to try it out. The more people that try it out, the more people that are going to want to do it and want to do it as like a serious hobby, just like any extreme sport.
I think that climbing is just a fantastic sport to get into because it's a lifelong sport. There are people who do climb well into their 70s or 80s. And I think the gym is a great place to be because we're so community focused. So not only do you get to do the workout, you get to do the activity, but you spend a lot of time just hanging out with other people who have the interest in the same sport that you have.